comic book cover, episode 40.
40. 12 more issues away from 52. I don't know, she'll be happy with 50.
The DC fanboy in me
Yeah,
was 52.
52. Yeah, DC likes to go 52.
I might even bring my every single issue of 52 in just to talk about
52 covers the Dark Knight 3.
You know, the trade paperback is actually, we'll be talking about that in a second. We'll be re-releasing that.
Nice.
They be re-releasing that.
That's some good questions.
That is a very good question.
Love that question.
Greg Rucka.
I know. That's good. I remember like weekly getting that book with this.
You read Wonder Woman yet?
Wonder Woman.
Rebirth?
Rebirth.
You getting it today?
I'm getting it today, yeah.
I'm getting it today too.
Yeah, I haven't read it yet. I did read Green Arrow though. Fan-freaking-tastic.
I told you,
it
Percy.
was awesome.
Percy's good.
Yeah, I read an interview with him, and he talked about like how he's gonna make it like more like the Denny O'Neil days, like.
This prom Green Arrow, Green Arrow was probably nobody until Denny O'Neil got a hold of it.
Well, yeah. I mean, what would you say, like Robin Hood? He looked like Robin Hood. The only thing I didn't like is they played a little bit too much on the beard, like the fact that he had his beard back. I mean, it was funny, I guess, but the dialogue is like spot on.
Having been a Green Arrow fan the last few years, I have to admit I was really it didn't bother me because I was like, he's got his beard back.
Right.
It was that and Black Canary being back in the fold.
Yeah, that
really
was
made
cool.
it for me.
Yeah, that was cool.
Still not big on her being a pop singer or whatever, but whatever.
Yeah,
it's cool. You know,
Shit happens.
They're going to change things as it goes. It's all good. Green Arrow is definitely an excellent rebirth title, though. So
It is. I think it's going to be the sleeper hit, man. Like, I know Flash is like, I told everybody Flash should go through the roof, and it's selling out everywhere. You can't get a copy.
Flash is awesome.
But Green Arrow, that's like the one. I think that'll be like the gem. I wasn't insanely crazy about, like, Tom King didn't prove anything to me in the Batman Rebirth.
It's a good setup, though.
But it was a good setup, yeah. And you had that nice Brian Hitch art. Yeah, it was beautiful.
So, new comics, we'll get right to it. New comics from Marvel. We got All New Inhumans number 8, Amazing Spider-Man number 14, Power Play continues. Regent, who was in the Secret War story, the Renew Your Vows, he can just like suck up everybody's power. He starts acting like a hero.
Yeah.
And even Harry's like, oh, it's Regent, you know, and then like very last page, you're like, oh, he's gonna be a bad guy. Of course, most of us that read the Renew Your Vows already is like, just wait. When's he gonna turn?
When's he gonna go, man?
Regent, I think, is going to be a really cool Spider-Man villain. Though I've had my issues with Dan Slott, nothing major. The only critique I've really given is like he wears his Grant Morrison fandom on his sleeve.
Right.
But that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
I'll wear it on my sleeve too.
Yeah.
I have a tattoo that says
Grant Morrison.
Yeah.
Astonishing Ant-Man number 9. Nick Spencer writes this. I'm sure it's good, even though it's Ant-Man.
It's got to be good. I mean, Captain America.
Black
Hell Hydra. That's all I have to say.
Black Widow number 4, Civil War number 2 of 7, and I just got a special note on here because I want this cover and hopefully we can get them.
Yeah, we got
Jim Steranko variant.
Jim Steranko variant. I know.
We didn't get our Captain Americas. Screw you, Diamond.
Right.
I'm still angry about this. So after the first issue, big events, Marvel Universe, reeling from it. Plus they know we get 2 issues.
Yeah.
And they said, hell yes.
Right.
Tony Stark decides to take matters and the law into his own hands and declare war on the Inhumans like he's never done that before. But not everyone agrees with Tony's perspective, and they are willing to die trying to stop him.
It's going to be good, man.
Yeah.
I mean, when Tony Stark, I think Jesse also said it best, like Tony Stark's bad side is like his endearing side.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when he gets passionate about something, then I can't do the coffee drinks anymore because I'm on the patch, trying to quit smoking. Anyway,
good stuff.
Civil War 2, X-Men number 1 of 4.
I'm kind of curious about this one. Cullen Bunn's writing. I like Cullen Bunn.
I like Cullen Bunn. Yeah,
I think considering they can't make new characters, they got to be careful about that because of the Fox thing. What they're doing with the Inhumans and the X-Men, the Terrigen Mist thing, is pretty
clever.
Yeah, I'm really
clever.
into it. So I might pick this as long as we get all the copies. That we,
Right,
not
yeah.
like Amazing Spider-Man, where he's like, you're supposed to get 10, but we'll only give you 3.
Right, yeah, that's what happened.
So, yeah, I mean, I think the X-Men Civil War 2 book's going to be really cool. It looks really cool. I like the whole Terrigen Mist aspect of X-Men versus Inhumans. Obviously, the X-Men are, going to be on the Tony Stark side of things, which could still cause a little bit of a tear because you got Rogue working with an Inhuman, and Beast has been on the Inhumans book trying to help come up with some kind of cure or something that, cure the mutants from being sterile, because basically the Terrigen Mist has sterilized all the mutants.
Sterilize the mutants and giving regular people powers.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
And it's very dangerous.
I like Reader.
Yes.
Reader's awesome.
That's one of the things a lot of people put down the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show, but I like it because it brought in the Inhumans thing and really dove
I
into
haven't
that.
watched it.
It's actually pretty good.
It's on my Netflix, my list.
It has some slow points, it does, but it's worth sticking with. If you can watch Gotham, you can watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Deadpool number 14.
You know what's cool about Deadpool number 14? Nothing. Next. I'm just kidding.
That was
I'm just
good.
kidding.
Deadpool, we always talk about Deadpool, but kids love it.
Yeah.
Guardians of Infinity number 7. Hawkeye volume 6. Hawkeye's trade paperback.
Yeah.
International Iron Man number 4. I'm sure this is a really good book, great name.
Yeah, it is.
I just wanted one Iron Man book.
Yeah, well, I mean, it falls under the category of why I had to drop Daredevil Punisher, the cash flow.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I got kids.
Still would have kept that one. It's many. 4 issues. You can do it.
Yeah.
You can do it.
I could probably. I mean, I got the digital, so.
Nova 8th. This is
November
just one of
Rain.
those days. November Rain. Nova number 8. Patsy Walker, aka Hellcat number 7, and the volume 1 Hooked on a Feline trade paperback. Scarlet number 10. Spider-Gwen number 9. Spidey number 7. Spidey all new Marvel Treasury edition. Squadron Supreme, who has some great Alex Ross covers.
That's exactly what I was going to say. You just took the words right out of my mouth.
How can you not note the covers?
Yeah, no, those are beautiful covers. I don't get the book, but every time we had some weird pea green covers this
I know,
week.
it was odd.
Did you guys notice that? We got like a lot of green, like literally like pea green cut, like the color of this crappy poster. Like
Humberto Ramos, our favorite guy. Volume 1 of Squadron Supreme is also coming out. Star Wars number 20. Another dive into the journal of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Jabba has hired bounty hunter Black Cranston.
I don't know.
Cranston?
Cranston.
Something. Black something. They need to put pronunciation.
Where
after
are
that.
you at here?
Right there. Krrsantan.
Yeah. They're just making up
Santan.
words.
Yeah, they are.
They're like,
To find out who's been thwarting his men, the old hermit of the Dune Wastes might know something about that. So that would be an interesting issue. We've had another issue that was just dove into the journals of Obi-Wan Kenobi.
yeah.
Jason Aaron's on this book. There's no reason not to read it. Speaking of Star Wars stuff, Han Solo number 1. So, we're getting a Han Solo book, and it should make up for a little bit for our loss in the movie, right?
Yeah.
It was a good loss.
It was,
It was a poignant moment.
So Harrison Ford was really like shooting for that loss. Like,
Yeah, but I watched the extras last night, and he explained why, and I was like, I gotta give him that. Like, it's not that he hated the Han Solo character.
No,
He wanted the Han Solo character to cement himself
Right.
into that universe, and that actually, and the way, I thought they did a great job with the way he went.
right. No, yeah, it was. I thought it was like, I don't know.
It hurt, though. It was just like, ugh.
Ren,
Han?
like, I don't know. Like, his son killing him, like,
We'll have to discuss this after the video.
yeah. That was the equivalent of, no.
Oh, no, it wasn't that bad.
I thought-
We can't give it that.
No, his acting. Cowering. The guy. And it's a great actor, too. I've like seen him.
I thought he did a pretty...
It was emo.
I also,
mean,
yeah, but see, that's the thing about Kylo Ren is he's such a punk.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Well, that's what brings you to the
it's
dark side.
so
right? Your
different
emotions.
than Darth Vader. He's like, I wish I was Darth Vader, and I'm just a whiny little punk.
Right.
And that made him an interesting villain for that fact, that he knew he wasn't as cool as the real. And how can you ever be as cool as Darth Vader? That was the
Yeah,
smart
I mean,
approach, because you
he
would
wouldn't
never
even-
have a Darth Vader sized villain again.
Yeah, he wasn't even Palpatine cool.
No. But this was a good start to really making, like,
It's a good book. I mean, it was a good movie.
Like they said, this was like not just the origin of a new Jedi, but the origin of someone falling into the dark side.
Right.
And that makes it perfect.
Yeah.
I thought they did a great job in the movie. But yeah, Han Solo #1, Marjorie Liu, and who's that? Mark Brooks. I don't really know too much about Mark Brooks,
I don't either.
but it's Han Solo. He has his
Yeah.
own book, and it's going to be a 5-issue series.
It's got written by Scott Lobdell. So.
Yeah, as long as it's not written by Scott
Or by
Lobdell.
Bob Harris.
Yeah, it should be good. Then Timely Comics is doing Invincible Iron Man #1, which is the first 3 issues. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, don't know why you care, but still, you might, and you should pick it up.
Yeah.
First 3 issues. New Avengers #1, once again, not sure. I don't care. I think Sunspot's in it, and that's cool, but that's about it.
Yeah.
I'd rather see the X-Force with Sunspot in it, though.
Yeah, I'd much rather see the New Mutants with Sunspot in it. That was some good, like, young comic. Anyway.
You were just talking about this. Uncanny Humans #10.
Yeah, that's a spotlight on everyone's favorite. Reader.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go, right there. Yeah. So enough said.
Yeah, his best friend is vanished. What links will he go to save those he loves? Seeing is believing.
Uncanny
friend.
X-Men #8's coming out, and I thought this was just an advertisement until I started putting it down for people in their files. But vote Loki #1. Loki is many things: God, trickster, brother, liar, son, villain, even hero. Now he wants to add one more thing to his list: Donald Trump. President of the United States. I think it's a sign of the times.
I mean, that's funny. That, and then it's like, that's right, the God of Laws has set his sights on becoming the ruler of the free world, but is this just another scheme? I mean, this is getting very Trumpish. isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's very Trumpish, yeah.
One thing's for certain, with Loki's
Hell Hydra.
winning smile and silver tongue on the campaign trail, this election just got a lot more interesting.
Yeah. I think it might be a funny book.
Yeah, Hell Hydra. X-Men Inferno Volume 2. That's pretty cool.
That was really good. I was just actually pricing some X Factor Inferno. It's like my favorite. That was like, that's when I started collecting comics. When Inferno came out, so of course I'm gonna love it.
Year of the Marvels, Incredible #1. And that's the end of Marvel. Moving to Independence.
Claws #5 of 6. It's Claws versus
Oh, it's
Krampus.
6 of 6. This is the end.
Oh, is it? I thought it was a 7. I thought it was.
I thought it was gonna go
the
8.
book does say it's 7 issues on it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they decided to narrow it down to 6. Or this is an error on
Yeah.
Comic List.
Yeah, it could be. Either way.
It's up in the air. This could be the last issue.
If you've ever watched The League, then you know all about some Krampus.
Yeah.
I love The League. It's a great show.
So, Claus versus Krampus, and the whole world hangs in the balance. It sounds very...
It sounds good.
yeah.
I mean, it is good. It's Grant Morrison.
Grant God amongst men, Morrison. And then it's like, once this goes away, what are we going to read?
This might go down as like the Scott Lobdell, Bob Harris of comic book cover issues. I am just like not with it today.
Dark Horse Comics, we got BPRD Hell on Earth 142, Dark Horse Presents 23, Fight Club 2 hardcover.
Oh yeah,
I haven't read that.
I have. It's really good.
I
Like
wanna
I
read
thought,
it.
how can you make a sequel to Fight Club? And Chuck Palahniuk figured it out. So,
Yeah.
he's a great writer. I mean, you should buy any Chuck Palahniuk book.
I just think it's awesome that he wrote, did the comic. That's what really sold it.
Yeah, I mean, his old Wes's more like way of writing. It influenced my own writing for years when I thought I was a writer. And he's great. You should definitely check out the Fight Club.
Well, I mean, we were just talking with John Bogner earlier about how, as readers, prefer it to not be like, here, take me by the hand.
Yeah.
You like this guy, you don't like that. That was his thing. It's like, that's perfect example of the difference between certain people that are into comics.
Right, yeah.
It's like, I prefer to not be told. I want to figure it out for myself.
Exactly,
Some people
yeah.
like to be
Told,
led there.
yeah.
So
You like to have an origin at the very front of every issue.
yeah, we don't need that, or a page explaining everything.
That's one of the reasons why I'm gonna be honest with you, why I don't like Spider-Man. Because all growing up reading Spider-Man, like there was that stupid like origin like told at the beginning, or just like recapping the last 5 issues or whatever. And I know that origin so well that I'm like bored with it.
Yeah, I don't need it anymore. Devolution #5 of 5 from Dynamite. It is Rick Remender and Jai Lee's book. the end of it. Josh and Crystal been reading it, said a lot of good stuff about
yeah.
it. I read Tokyo Ghost, so I couldn't get everybody's book. IDW got Micronauts number 3, Street Fighter, G.I. Joe's 5 of 6, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 59, Transformers More Than Meets the Eye number 54, which picked up a Marvel run.
That's cool.
Moving on to Image Comics, Beauty number 8. I've talked about this one a little bit. Circuit Breaker number 3 of 5, Descender number 12, new story art.
Yes, man. Heartbreaking action. That's like it's such a good book, and the artwork is so beautiful. I mean, those watercolor paintings, like
Dustin Nguyen is a great artist.
yeah, Dustin Nguyen is a great artist, and I said so, and he gave me props.
That's pretty cool too.
Yeah, he did.
I've talked to a couple
Image
people.
retweeted it, and
I've
Nguyen
talked to
liked it.
Paul Dini, which was really awesome. Actually got a personal message from Paul Levitz, which was really, really awesome. It's Paul Levitz, and Tony Daniel.
I did a Hey What's Up with Frank Miller, but I didn't know it was Frank Miller at the time. I'd never seen him before. I didn't know until people started coming up and asking for his autograph. I was in a hotel lobby.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, just sitting right next to him.
Man. I kind of, wet myself just hearing that story.
I know, right?
I Hate Fairyland, number 6, Scotty Young, whatever.
Right.
It's probably one of his better books, though.
Invincible
Invincible.
number 129. As much as I like Outcast and Walking Dead, I still like it. It's good.
Invincible is still
is-
the best.
Yeah, it is. It's like a fantastic book.
Corey Walker's epic stint as artist continues. Thrag is making moves, conquering more worlds as he rebuilds the Viltrum Empire. Meanwhile, Mark, Eve, and Tara take a trip to Earth to visit Grandma and Grandpa. Here's one for me. Lazarus, number 22.
Is that a good book? I feel like it's a book that I see the advertisements for it. I feel like I should be reading it.
Greg Rucka,
Yeah.
Michael
Yeah.
Lark.
I know. 22 issues in, I still pick it up. I'll probably just get the digital version.
Well, here's the thing. See that? New story art.
New story arc, so I can jump right on.
You can
issue
jump
number
right
on,
in and number 22.
That's what I'm going to do.
And then get the trades up to that point.
That's typically what I do.
Doo-doo. He said doo-doo.
Yeah, I said doo.
But part 1, there are 15 families fighting to control the world. That's 14 too many. Time has come for the call. So there's been a lot. Like the family that Eve comes from forever is the family we've first been introduced to because she's the main character we're following. Then we've learned about some of the others as we go. The last one was the Hawk family. And Hawk is like probably what the world will be like if Donald Trump became president. It was so... this is all like... not a dystopian. It's all a dystopian kind of future. These families have taken over. There's no real government. It's all like businesses running the world. And it's separated the world in their little section.
Low number 14. I had just I started reading the trade papers last night to catch up, as we were just discussing. And at the very beginning, what's his name that writes it?
Rick Remender.
Rick Remender is talking about how this was his optimistic book. And I'm like, 2 issues in. I'm
You
like,
should read Tokyo Ghost.
I'm like, this is your. Well, I've read. Matt Fraction writes Sex Criminals. I was like, thinking, this is your optimist book, like, man, like.
Tokyo Ghost is
I
pretty
can see
dark.
why you left cartoons.
Yeah.
like,
And Tokyo Ghost is another one that kind of reminds me of Akira, like that era of manga.
see, now that really does. Like, just by looking at the covers, reminds me of that. So that's.
Yeah, it's a very
I
cool
feel like
book.
it's a book I should.
It's the one where it's like, I need to make room. This is the only Remender book I'm reading. I'm going to drop this. And then I read it and I'm like, I can't drop this. Another big popular book, Manifest Destiny, number 20.
I haven't read any of it.
I've heard a lot of good things
But
about that.
yeah, but I assumed it was good because Josh started ordering it. So
Yeah. We got Sasquatch Part 2. Many have claimed to have seen the Sasquatch. Now join the men who made first contact. So Lewis and Clark are the first ones to contact the Sasquatch.
That's pretty cool.
Outcast by Kirkman and Nazetta, Volume 3, Little Light, Pencilhead, number 5 of 5, Ringside, Volume 1, Kayfabe. Hey, that's definitely a wrestling thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Kayfabe, I know what that is. Brah. Sex Criminals, Volume 3, 3 the Hard Way, and Spawn, the Satan Saga Wars, trade paperback.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of that. Not good. It's not good.
Not good.
No, as soon as Eric Larson jumped on Spawn with Todd McFarlane, like, it just, it's,
Mm.
I mean, I still get it because like I have like nearly every issue of Spawn, but like,
Yeah. 52 Volume 1 trade paperbacks. They're finally re-releasing this.
I know, right?
It's pretty awesome. If you've not read 52, you should drop everything and read 52.
Yeah. Everything leading up to like the new 52 before Watchmen, 52, like.
It was basically, we had Infinite Crisis, which reopened the 52 universes, the multiverse, and then 52 picks up. Because after Infinite Crisis...
I thought it started with Identity Crisis.
No. This is after, because Identity Crisis is still one universe, sort of, mostly.
Oh.
But in Infinite Crisis, it did the opposite of Crisis on Infinite Earths, where it opened it back up to the multiverse.
See, I haven't. I'm just now finishing. Well, for like the 40 millionth time, Crisis on Infinite Earths. I'm just now starting Infinite Crisis. I didn't read it when it came out.
Really, that's terrible.
I know it is terrible, especially
Terrible.
a DC fan like me.
Terrible.
But
Well, I'll give you the brief rundown without any, huge spoilers. All the stuff that happens involves a lot of the same characters from Crisis on Infinite Earths. They come back, and then it just reestablishes the 50. It reestablishes the multiverse and gives it a number. There's 52 of them.
it's like the hand of Jack Kirby's ghost. With
Yes.
Like, guy in the back, he's like, nope.
That's the way things should be.
Yeah.
And in the process of that, when they started the number ones again after Infinite, or it wasn't number one, when they restarted, the regular series, with new story arcs, obviously, but it was 1 year later from the end of Infinite Crisis. Certain things, big enough things happened at the end of that to where, they had to explain, all right, now this is what happens to Superman or Batman after these events. So it's 1 year later. Now 52 fills in that 1 year gap.
Yeah, see, I read 52. I got that. But I don't know. I just don't know why I didn't get Crisis or Infinite Crisis. I don't.
It was a beautiful story. I'm anxious to hear your feedback at the end of that. You got,
I will have some. I'll have some.
I mean, Jeff Johns,
brother.
Phil Jimenez. So, I mean, All-Star Section 8 trade paperback, Garth Ennis fan.
Yeah, Garth Ennis.
And he's still picking up the story after it's got a different name, but he's going to be doing. I just noticed that in the new preview because I just now went through the preview last night. And I was like,
Right.
oh, Robert would be happy to see that Garth Ennis is still in DC.
Finally coming back because Garth Ennis he's doing some Dynamite comic.
No, it's Aftershock.
Aftershock. Yeah.
Flying Eagles. Astro City number 36. Once again, a comic with some beautiful Alex Ross characters.
Yeah.
Batman number 1. I Am Gotham chapter 1, number 1. Or no, number. This is one of those episodes.
Right.
No one has ever stopped the Caped Crusader, not the Joker, not Two-Face, not even the entire Justice League. But how does Batman confront a new hero who wants to save the city from the Dark Knight? Interesting.
Yeah. Tom King's got a lot to prove.
David Finch returns to the Batman alongside writer Tom King for this 5-part storyline.
Yeah.
David Finch doing the art's really good on.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, it's a big title like that. That's kind of weird that they would put a unproven writer on Batman.
It is.
Like, as
Well, I mean,
like right now.
he's done some good, but he teamed with Seeley through
Yeah.
Grayson, and Grayson was a great story. I still didn't get the
That's
last
what he
3
said,
issues,
yeah.
man. It was a great story, though. Batman Black and White Harley Quinn statue by Paul Dini.
Oh, I know.
That's
I saw
awesome.
That was pretty good.
Batman Earth 1 Volume 2 trade. Clean Room number 9 with Gail Simone, and also Volume 1 of that coming out. Dark Knight Returns, The Last Crusade number 1.
It's always coming out.
Finally! Now, this is the first time it's ever been on this list.
On that list, on League of Comic Geeks, it's on there every week.
See, that's why I don't, unless it shows up on comic lists, it's probably not coming out.
Well, I mean, technically that book was supposed to come out in February.
Yeah, I know. It's
So-
terrible. But, look at the teams. They're kind of slow sometimes.
Right.
Before The Dark Knight Return, The Joker, Poison Ivy, Selena Kyle, and The Last Robin. So that's all they're going to give us. But at least it's finally coming out.
Yeah.
I know a lot of us have been waiting for a
52
while.
variant covers.
Yeah.
I know there are quite a few variant covers for it. I don't know if it's really 52.
Dark Knight, a true Batman story hardcover.
Oh, yeah.
DC Comics Icons Deadshot statue. Flash the Silver Age Volume 1. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that is.
Green Arrow number 1, The Death and Life of Oliver Queen. Chapter 1 is Oliver struggles with how he can fight the man when his huge fortune makes him the man. He and Black Canary uncover a deadly new threat to Seattle that cuts the archer to the bone. They said it. My touchstones are former GA writers, Dennis O'Neil and Mike Grell. That's like the 2 best of...
I know.
And Andy Diggle.
Yeah.
While trying to make this series my own, says writer Benjamin Percy, Green Arrow will be a politically and culturally relevant series. Expect stories that aim a broadhead into the zeitgeist that are ripped from the headlines.
Yep, I read the exact same thing yesterday. The only thing that's going to make this book any better is if they add Green Lantern to the title.
Or, yeah. It's got a really good artist, and I can't think of who it is, but I remember it being like, damn, that's a good artist.
Yeah, the art was good. And the dialogue was just spot on. I mean, it was like such good dialogue, other than the beard thing.
I still was happy about the beard. Here, let's finish this off. Last one.
Green Lanterns number 1, Red Planet, Chapter 1, New Lanterns. Jessica Cruz and Simon Baz promise to protect others in brightest day or blackest night, but as Red Planet begins to rise, the partners find themselves confronted with an unimaginable threat from Bleez and the Red Lantern. I saw that coming, right? They said it. Simon and Jessica are all new to the DC universe. We're going to have a blast exploring it if we don't destroy it first. I believe it.
Sam Humphrey is a really good writer. I like a lot of stuff.
It's a good book.
Injustice Gods Among Us Year 5, number 12. Trailer for the new game. So maybe Tom Taylor will come back and give us another story.
Right.
Because, seriously, the game is pretty much overshadowed by the comic.
Right.
There's a certain person that I used to work with who'd be like, it's not real. And it's like, none of it's real. So
right. Yeah.
why are we going to start judging it now?
Right.
Lucifer, number 7. Mad Magazine, number 540. New Suicide Squad, number 21, which has been a really good book. Poison Ivy's Cycle of Life and Death, number 6 of 6. So that's coming to an end. Sandman Mystery Theater, Volume 1 trade paperback. Scooby Apocalypse, number 2.
Yeah, I didn't read the first one.
I haven't read it yet?
No, I ended up giving just another file subscriber. I gave up my copy.
We don't have any copies of it? Sold out. Sold out. Superman, number 1, The Son of Superman, Chapter 1. The last son of Krypton must decide whether to help his young son use his new and rapidly increasing abilities or hide them from the world. The creators say, the team supreme that brought fans the adventures of Damian Wayne and Batman and Robin returns to the adventures of Superman and his offspring. You couldn't have found 2 better people.
I know, it's going to be good. It is good.
It's kind of like Tomasi and Gleason are almost like this generation's Loeb and Sale.
Right, yeah. Tomasi is such a good writer.
Yeah.
He is. So, like, I had my doubts about Vandal Savage, like, that storyline. It was so good.
It's so good.
It was really good.
Especially love that Superman angle. I got rid of Truth just because I needed to make space, needed money.
Right.
I'm not going to reread it. If I was going to reread it, I kept the annual too.
I kept the annual.
I'll probably go back and get the trade eventually if I want to reread it again.
It was a good run.
Swamp Thing, number 6 of 6.
I haven't been reading it. I'm waiting for issue 6 to come out. I
read it all?
Yeah, I read it all at once. Lin Wayne's
the master.
I read like the first couple of pages of it, and it was already beautiful, just like the very first appearance. So I had nothing but good expectations for this book.
Most definitely. I'd like to see some more.
When it comes out in trade, I'll talk about it more, I guess, because I'll read it by then.
Titans Rebirth, number 1. I've been looking forward to this.
Everybody seems to be looking forward to it, and at the same time,
I got one complaint. Yeah, Brett Booth.
Yeah.
Send us off on this one.
Friends, teammates, Titans, Donna Troy, Arsenal, Garth Lewis, and Nightwing were all that and more until a mysterious force erased their memories, forcing them to forget what they could accomplish together. That sounds like a story I've read before. Dandy Crisis.
Yep.
Reunited with the memories returned, the Titans must destroy the interdimensional demon that broke them apart and threatened reality itself. They said it. Grayson and Donna were a few of the characters I first worked on DC, so it feels like a homecoming for me, explains Prince to Brett Booth. I don't know.
I don't hate his art, but I don't love it.
There's no Ramos.
No.
I'm beyond happy. Warning, do not read this issue until you read DC Universe Rebirth number 1.
You should have already read it.
Check. Oh, well,
we're done anyway.
Yeah. What about the vault?
It's time for the vault.
And now, it's time for...
Adam Strange.
Adam Strange, or from Strange Adventures, The Strange Adventures 218. Adam Strange is one of those, probably, would you say, C-list character?
Oh man, D-list.
D-list?
No, I love it.
Yeah. And there's so much of the DC universe is, DC and Marvel both, you really have to dig in to get the best stuff.
Their D-list like really comes out of the Golden Age,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just like really bad in the Silver Age, and then it was taken over by great writers in the Bronze Age and on. Like,
And the thing,
except for the 90s.
I'll give
like,
Silver Age some things, like you had Julie Schwartz there to kind of correct
yeah.
things, and that's where characters like Adam Strange really came about in
Yeah.
the Silver Age, and I'm sure this is more of a Julie Schwartz creation than anything, because
Yeah,
he was
it-
really into the sci-fi.
Well, that's where I was going with that. He took the 40s and like brought them back and made them better.
Yeah.
I guess it was during the Silver Age period. So.
Some of the stuff came from Golden Age, but most of the bad Golden Age stuff, Julie Schwartz was like, no, this Green Lantern sucks. Let's
Oh,
make
right.
Hal Jordan. Why would you take a guy out with wood?
Yeah, I know,
That
right?
makes no sense. And you had the Flash, is like he became the Flash from inhaling fumes of hard water. So, I mean, there were so many things in the Golden Age that just, became just like, what?
Yeah,
And of course, back then, nobody knew what hard water was.
right.
Now it's just like all that,
Hard water and
Yeah.
wood. Huh?
Yeah. Hard water made Jay Garrick the Flash.
Yeah.
Which,
No.
when you live in the city, especially
You
bigger
get it.
cities, I mean, you take a shower and like, that's some hard water. My
Yeah.
soap just like starts dripping off. But that might make me the Flash.
Does hard water give you wood?
I mean, who knows?
Does it
It's
just make you wood?
well, you had not Sportsmaster. What was his name? Or was it Sportsmaster?
Oh, there is a horrible, horrible character called Sportsmaster.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he'd be fighting
There's also
Green
the
Lantern.
Grey Iron.
Yeah. So he's fighting Alan Scott, and Alan Scott's using his ring and punching and all this stuff, and then he just comes up with a baseball bat and knocks,
Knock
Because-
his feet out from underneath. it.
Yeah, I mean, because it's made of
Wood. Yeah.
Even the yellow thing was
Yeah.
not great, and luckily Jeff Johns came along and was like, this yellow thing's kind of stupid. Let's
Dated.
do away with
It's a little
that.
dated,
Yeah,
yeah.
let's do away with that. Jeff Johns saved Green Lantern for sure, and it still.
He thought a little bit harder, didn't he? Like then.
He just made so much, like the whole color spectrum, and it wasn't just the Star Sapphires. We got Red Lanterns. We really went with Sinestro having a team. Man, the Sinestro Corps War is great, great stuff. Why don't you come over here and dance, Justin? Right now, man.
If you really want a funny book that like kind of takes on all of those like silly things that DC and Marvel did, The Boys by Garth Ennis, that's pretty much what that comic's about.
We've gone back to Garth Ennis.
I know,
You know
I'll
what?
get
Since
back-
you're going to talk about Garth Ennis, I'm going to make a comment about Adam Strange. What's the planet? Rand, it starts with an R.
Yeah, I don't.
Rand.
Rand.
The Rand Thanagarian War. Guess who wrote that one? It was an Adam Strange book.
I don't know.
Andy Diggle.
Andy Diggle. Yeah.
I'm going to take advantage of that. Like, if you're going to talk about Garth Ennis, I'm going to mention Andy Diggle.
All right. Well, my name's Rob.
My name's Aaron. Don't forget, you get 25% off. You get 5 or more titles. And you don't have to stop going to your other comic book store. You can come here too.
Yeah.
This is not like let's
Yeah.
cut the man's head off or anything.
Yeah. No, you can shop here, shop there. I don't care.
Still got a challenge out for you guys if we do this podcast.
Oh yeah. Come hang out. Just hang out.
Yeah, it's just
That's
comic
all-
people
that's-
hanging
yeah,
out. It's
that's
not
all
like
it is. It's comic people
there's no
hanging
Star
out.
Wars. We're not shooting arrows across the street.
Yeah, no, none of that.
10% off. You go
Not
to
in my
Money
house.
Tree. Not in his house.
No.
10% off back of shoes at the Money Tree.
Yep.
So,
They'll
that's a good
serve you with a
savings.
smile on your face.
Serve you with a smile
on their face.
On their face
On their
and your face.
Yeah, they'll give you a smile.
Rob and Aaron, we're out. Talk to you next week.
Abomination.